Hey Virgo, happy Valentine's. And this is a beautiful month for you where the big full moon is putting its big lunar arm around you and pouring some of its magic on you to help you, guide you, and encourage you as you say goodbye to something in order to start over, to start fresh, and to kind of wipe the slate clean so you can move on with something brand new. So it's like that. Let's get to the cards and explain why all of this is happening. Barely even shuffled them, and this card is coming out. Yeah, the Hanged Man, sacrifice. Maybe last month with the lunar eclipse, and again this month, there is a strong need for many of you to really release something, let go of something, sacrifice something. And it might feel like a big thing to let go of, but really, when you sacrifice this big thing or let go of your emotional connection to something, you're ready to start over and ready to receive something bigger and better. So what could it be? Well, for many of you, there's a real need this month to get away from the crowd, get away from the noise, get away from the pressures and the expectations of you must do this or you must achieve this, you must always be kind of good at this, you must always be celebrated for this. Some kind of pressure to always achieve or pressure to always be doing the right thing or the good thing. And there's a moment where you say, I don't need this pressure anymore. I need a bit of silence. I need a bit of quiet to process what's been happening in my life up until now. When I get into that quiet, then I know that I'm able to leave behind some of that pressure, leave behind some of those things that are maybe long overdue to be left. And I'm just going to use this month to unravel, to cut the cord, to untie, so that I can, as I said, start all over again. So the big full moon, look at this, a beautiful gift coming out for you. The big full moon in Leo this month, in the 12th house, is giving you the confidence, the courage, and the happiness to let something go so that you can start over. That pressure, that feeling of I must achieve, I must perform, I must be always doing the right thing, as I said, it's gone. Now, for many of you, there is an actual physical need to get away from a bunch of people. That could be friends, colleagues, co-workers, a kind of social scene, family even. It's like, no, I need to just get away for a while. And again, be by myself, because you're going to have what's kind of like an emotional rebirth this month. And you need a lot of time and space, both psychically and emotionally, to deal with that. So it's like a settling in process where the moon is definitely helping you to settle in. I feel for some of you, there could be an actual friend, like a friend or close kind of work colleagues that you do have to say goodbye to. Maybe they're moving kind of to somewhere new, they're moving away, or maybe you're moving away with Mars there in the 4th house up until February 16th. Maybe it's you with your white handkerchief saying farewell, adieu, I'm moving on, I'm moving somewhere. So goodbye, friends, you won't be seeing me for a while, but we'll stay in touch. So there's a feeling of that maybe happening for some of you too. But this new start is promised you, because even though it's Aquarius season, there is a lot of energy in your opposite sign, Pisces. We've Neptune, we've the Sun there for a moment, Venus is there for a moment. Mercury, your ruler, is retrograding this month too in there. And with the new moon. So it's like a brand new fresh start. New agreements, new contracts, new rental agreements, new deals, new work contracts. New love for some of you. And for those of you in an existing relationship, there is that feeling of we're getting rid of the old way of being in this relationship. And it might come with a few tears and maybe a few quarrels and a few upsets. But what's happening is, after the dust settles, it's like let's agree to start over. Let's agree with a new way of speaking to each other. Let's be re-inspired by each other. So new love or new agreements within an existing relationship is everything. And for those of you who are already in a relationship, your partner seems to be really encouraging you, really spurring you on. They are kind of somewhat taking the lead this month for you, because you kind of need that a little bit. It's like, I'm a bit tired. I need to kind of double back and maybe let you just take the wheel for a while. You know, I've done some of the bigger organization. I've done some of the this, that, and the other. Maybe I've had a lot of stress recently trying to work things out in work. So this is just a month where I need you just to organize things or take care of things for a little while. Not forever, just for a little while. But there is great camaraderie between you, maybe, and new friends, new people entering your life, a whole new scene. There is that feeling of fresh, something fresh happening this month. It's new, it's vibrant, it's inspiring you, it's setting your imagination on fire. But also there could be new people coming into your life this month who are very diplomatic, tactful, sympathetic, empathetic, gentler people. Now, not pushovers, but they kind of run at a different vibration. They have their own power going on. They're in control of shit, but they're definitely working at a much kind of smoother, calmer, more talkative, gentler manner. And these people seem to be giving you great confidence or security. They seem to be bringing you something that makes you very happy. Yeah, and the Pisces card comes out, which is also a new moon card. And that's what we're talking about. Pisces, your 7th house, all the new energy opening up there, new people coming into your life that really are working on a vibe that you much prefer. I also sense for some of you that there's a bit of healing going on this month. Now, it could be that you're going to a medical practitioner, or it could be like energy healing or talking to somebody, maybe a therapist. There's definitely a level of, I'm talking on a gentler level. I'm more focused on my healing. I'm more focused on getting a good night's sleep and, getting rid of some of this stress. So like I said, there are people who are willing to step in and help you, I feel, with some sort of maybe even major life change where you need, as I said, other people to step in as you just lie back and say, I just need to rest. I'll pick myself up again when the new start kicks in at some point this month. And the Magician, the Mercurial one, who's in reverse, probably a sign that Mercury is retrograding. So we've all the cards that we need. Now, just before I look down, when it comes to money, again, there's the promise of entering into new contracts, the buying and selling. If you work with clients, if you're in the buying and selling industry, if you have to sell an idea to somebody, this is it. This is your moment where you're in that much calmer zone, where you're also able to intuitively and instinctively understand the needs of other people. So therefore, it's easier for you to accommodate them. It's easier for you to facilitate what they need. So the client is impressed, or the boss is impressed, or somebody is impressed. It's kind of a feeling of chill, bitches, chill, calm. We've got this. What do you need? I'm in a chilled zone. I'll give you that. But we'll kind of strike a deal over it, So wherever there's a deal to be made, you're on it. You're definitely on it. And for me, there is something positive happening for you. I definitely sense it. And this new start, this new place that you find yourself in with these new people and the whole new vibe gives you that level of deep, deep security. So that's gorgeous. I love that. So that's a kind of nice loving on a very deep psychic vibe kind of going on for you for Valentine's. So yeah, we have all different types of love. And for you, it's deep, as I said, secure and confident, kind of chill love. So anyway, let's go over, my love, to your big grand, ta-da, your overview, your Valentine's cards. So let's begin. We begin with you realizing that you have to sacrifice something. And it's no great loss. It's coming away from the crowd, coming away from other people's opinions, and just finding your group again that you really do trust. I trust your opinion. I trust your direction. I trust that you know me. I trust that out of all the 7 billion or how many people in the world, this person, and this person, I really value their opinion only. And so you're coming away from the noise and the crowd to regain your magic. I feel that was lost. I just feel it was too noisy for you, Virgo. Too many things, too much confusion, too much running around and running about. And you need now that time to choose your people carefully to help you and support you this month. So that's it. Coming away from the crowd is no great sacrifice. Let it go. Coming away from a situation that has been a bit scary for you maybe to leave behind, because maybe you're like, if I let go of this or if I lose this, then what have I got going on? Will I be disempowered? Will I find myself in a kind of beginner's position, but kind of not empowered? But you'll be fine. And I tell you why you'll be fine, because look at this side by side. This is an earth card, so this is you, and this is a fire card. A new beginning. Every time we see aces, it's a fresh path. It's a new start. This represents a new spiritual part of you emerging, feeling like you're reconnecting to your intuition very, very strongly, your psychic energies this month, and being more solid and secure because of that. But also this thing of there's a new passionate path for you that is all about not just confidence and security, but maybe a new start with money. So there is something being lit up for you. This fresh start is everything. And don't worry if you feel you're going into it and it's all a bit of a panic. You know, if it's a new contract, can I afford this? Can I do this? Can I work with those people? Can I come away from it? Don't worry. You're being promised this wonderful fresh start that's been handed to you with the right hand and the left hand. It's like the cosmos saying, come on, my love, let this go. You know, it's like, a dog with a toy. It's like, drop it, let it go. And it's hard to get them to let it go. But when they let it go, there's something better. You know, there's something new and fresh happening. And that's what's going on. Let it go. Drop it. And if you drop it, as I said, there's something brilliant. But this is also, maybe for some of you, the feeling that new passion, not just for a project or for a new start in life, but passion for a person, your existing relationship, or maybe somebody new. They could be maybe from the earth or fire signs. Earth, of course, being Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Fire being Aries, Leo. I had to stop there for a moment. And Sagittarius, just to get my mind around that. Yeah, so you could be lit up maybe by a new start with somebody who's both grounded but also passionate. Now, mid-month, yeah, it's a tough challenge, I feel, for you to really let go of something. I know I was saying that thing about with a dog, drop it, let it go. It's a feeling. I'm not suggesting that I'm not comparing you to a dog, but I'm just saying it's like that feeling, the cosmos coming in and saying, drop it, Virgo, let it go. Because it has been tough. I see this. This has been quite the challenge for you. You need to get your authority back in some situation. And it's a tough challenge for you to do that. So I'm not going to underestimate that. But nonetheless, you do it. You definitely do it. It takes a bit of organization. It takes a bit of, getting things all right in place, getting documents together, maybe contracts together. It might take getting some appointments together with certain people, just getting all the pieces together. But you can do it. You can do it. Drop it and move on. I just keep hearing that. I'm sorry. I hope you're not insulted by me saying that. Drop it and move on. But again, this feeling mid-month, go into this coolly, calmly, and with a great sense that you're supported here. Trust that you can move on with something. It's something that's going to give you more pleasure. This is a Capricorn card, and Capricorn is sitting in your 5th house. There's Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, Mars is going to be there at a point this month too. It's saying, come on, let's get your fun and pleasure and passion back and lock it in and feel secure with that. Start choosing smart, start making smart decisions here to encourage more fun and happiness in your life so that you can lock it in. Say goodbye to the coldness maybe of certain parts of your life and start welcoming in that warmth and love. I know this is Valentine's month, but it really is love. The love of other people, love of your partner, love of a new person, the love of making a decision to find a new path in your life that's more fun and expressive, and lock it in. Lock it in, because your period of sadness and being stressed and maybe even getting worried about your health because of the stress that you've been under is, under review this month for you to deal with and start over again in a better way. And as I said, to lock that down. I strongly feel many of you, either last month or again this month, are strongly considering. It's a big move, so it could be a home move. It could be with the full moon in the 12th house, moving to a very far away place or moving back home from a very far away place. There's a feeling like this is quite a big move and you're very deeply and emotionally invested in this somehow. Moving from a job to job, from place to place, moving from relationship to a new relationship. It's tough, Virgo, but look, as I said to you at the very beginning, the moon is going to wrap its energy all around you this month and support you as you let it go, as you drop it and move on. You're really being protected and cared for on very, very subtle, energetic and gentle kind of psychic ways. You are being cared for here as you do that. Now we're coming towards the end of the month. Yeah, here's your Pisces energy, the new fresh start that's promised to you. And there's a feeling of, yes, a bit of skill and a bit of tact and a bit of diplomacy is needed here. So if you're handling some transition from one situation to another, yes, it does require that little bit of skill, that little bit of maybe looking at paperwork or documents. But again, like this guy, don't feel that it's too big for you to handle. And don't get overwhelmed by it, because you're more than capable of doing this. You really are. If you have to negotiate something, if it gets tricky to untie and unravel from the old so that you can start with the new, don't worry about it. Take the small pieces bit by bit and let it happen. Sometimes, just to explain this card, he's tiptoeing around because he's realized, I'll show you this, there's a big encampment there. That's a big army encampment. This is too big for one person to deal with. He can't go in with his one sword and attack the whole battalion. He can't do it. That would be ridiculous. He'd lose. So what he's done, he's crept in, tiptoed, and he's taking their energy one by one, piece by piece, and creeping back away. So what he's done is he knows that in order to win, he has to be clever. He has to handle it with tact, care, with precision. But nonetheless, he's one person who has handled a big situation and won because of his skill at mastering this. So as I'm saying, a bit of tact and a lot of your intuition. Go with your gut. This is a very psychic month for you this month. So go with your mood, your feeling, and go through this shift from one thing to the other, knowing that you're fully supported. Wisdom, deep, deep wisdom, meeting serious tact and intelligence and quickness, cleverness, jumping onto a situation when it needs to happen. That's where you're going to get the win. But as I said, this month, it does take a bit of rest, recovery, relaxation as you're doing this. Go gently with yourself, because last month with the full moon, lunar eclipse in Cancer, which is what this card represents, moon in Cancer, you saw that the change needed to happen. You saw it. So with a great level of care, a great level of gentleness, handle these situations with tact. And again, don't get overwhelmed, don't get stressed, don't get all confused in your mind. Don't get overwhelmed is what I keep feeling. There's no need, my love. There's no need to be overwhelmed by the transition. Even if it feels like a huge emotional or psychic jolt, don't worry about it. Don't let yourself get into a state of chaos. Use the energy instead this month to stay focused, stay sharp, keep your wits about you, and let other people, the ones that you really trust, kind of help you kind of through this also. You do have good friends. You do have people who will help you. And every moment that you can get in between the transition moments, rest, relax. Maybe even book yourself in for some healing work or a massage or something. Just get that beautiful body, that beautiful soul, and that beautiful mind in a really good zone, because you leave this month and you will slowly and progressively realize that whatever you left behind, it was definitely the right thing to do. So as the cosmos has been saying, drop it, let it go, and something much better is going to unfold for you. So my love, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I know this was quite a short reading, but I think we covered all the general energies. Now, to get into the nitty gritty, to get into the details this month, my love, you know where to come. You come to the other readings there over on Vimeo. Skip on over and we'll do the deep read. We'll get focused on your relationship. For those of you in a relationship, for the singles, there seems to be quite a big promise of a new connection between you and somebody this month. So the singles could be having love energy, money and career, maybe something new happening there, home, family, friends, and everything we didn't really touch upon here in the general reading. We'll go right into that in the deep read. So how do you get there? Well, down in the description box, you'll see a link. Click into it, my love. Come on over and we'll get stuck into it in the Vimeo reading, and I'll see you over there. But if we're going to leave it at that for now, have a wonderful, wonderful month. Keep trusting your intuition. Keep going with the flow and keep realizing that there's a lot of very, very supportive energy as you drop something, let it go, and move on into something a whole lot better. This seems to be the cosmos's Valentine's gift to you. So, my love, I'll leave it at that. And as always, I'll leave you with all my love and a great, great, great big Valentine's kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my beautiful. Bye.